What up, cappers, gamblers, punters? What up, slutes? What up, mama? What up, sports fans? It's Friday, September 15th. Feels like a good day to make a little cash, something we have been doing lately. I've hit 3 days in a row. I'm up 1,056 over those 3 days. Yesterday, I put in a little $100 parlay to get the day started. Had the White Sox as a road dog in Detroit. Then took the Diamondbacks, who were favored versus the Rockies. And then tied it all up to the Astros, who were slight favorites at Angel Stadium at night. The first two games came in easily, and just because I have this fucking need to hit 3 days in a row and ensure that I hedged, I put $160 on the Angels at plus 120, and I didn't really have to. Astros looked really good, so I only ended up profiting $300, but still 1,056 feels good. And because of my need for 3 straight winning days, I pussyfooted around the football game. That was too bad because my team did very well. All my guys were on the Texans, and they did very well, which was wonderful. Man, I want you guys to make cash. I want us to fuck these books over, strategize, make our lives better, fatter pockets, harder sleuts. You know how we do. Speaking of pussyfooting and pussy, I was in and out of one last night, and I enjoyed it very much, and I feel tremendous. And it's the weekend, baby. So let's talk fucking winners, because we have a lot on our team right now. I was running last night with Ace and Vinny, and we did a great job. We're making cake. But my boy Don Chokey, the Godfather Chokey, hit another 6-gamer. And my man Eddie, a.k.a. Mr. Intensity, hit a $2,500 parlay with Arizona minus 1.5, Boston minus 1.5, the White Sox over 9 in the Yankees game. But my man Lou Chase Fox cleaned up yesterday. This guy is for real, and he's a lot of fun to run with. He hit hard with our White Sox pick. He hit hard with the Texans pick. And who cares about my action when Lou Chase has a $150K parlay going into the weekend? Lou Chase, can you let us know who we need to cheer for that to fucking go through, man? Who gives a fuck about what I'm up to when you got 150K riding? Man, respect, Lou Chase. It's really fun running with you. We are making cake over here. On our way to a great September. It feels good. So now that we are at Friday, I will be parlaying all my weekend bets to Sunday football. My bets will be tied to the Raiders. I've adjusted that line to minus 9.5 at minus 175. I am taking the Seahawks. I've also adjusted that line to minus 9.5, and I'm not getting as good of a number. I'm getting minus 205 on that one. Okay, so all these bets will be tied to those 2 football games individually, and I will go over them at the end of the day. My game that I like the most right now is the Dodgers at Nationals, over 9.5 at minus 105. It's Alex Wood versus Edwin Jackson. Alex Wood is 14-3 with a 2.81 ERA and a 1.08 WHIP. He went into his All-Star appearance 10-0 with a 1.67 ERA and a 174 opponent's average. Since then, he's 4-3 with a 4.53 ERA, and opponents are hitting 278 off him. That's over 100 points higher. His velocity is down. He went 5 innings in his most recent start, allowed 5 earned runs, 8 hits, 3 walks with 2 Ks. Since coming off the DL for the second time September 30, he's given up 9 runs in 11 innings. Murphy hits 455 off him. Rendon 706. Taylor 444. We know Nats crush lefties. They're 3rd in average at 278, 6th in OPS at 794. This is a good situation. Edwin Jackson 5-5. 4.14 ERA, 1.44 WHIP. He's towing the rubbers for the Nats. This is his 12th major league team. There's a reason why no one keeps him around. Late in the season, his arm gets tired. In September, 0-2, 9 innings, 9 earned runs, 4 walks, 4 Ks. Opponents are hitting 316 off him. Now, the Dodgers' best hitters, Seager and Bellinger, arguably, Turner's a fucking monster, but Seager and Bellinger have never faced him. Gonzalez is 500 off him. Grandal 500. Utley 500. Granderson 429. Turner 400. Over 9.5. Starting with that. Next game I like, White Sox at Tigers, over 9.5 at minus 125. I'm also taking the White Sox on over 9.5 hits at minus 105, and the White Sox over 4.5 runs at minus 135. It's Carson Fulmer versus Anibal Sanchez. Fulmer has had a tough start to his career in the majors, but he had his first good start last out. So overall stats aren't good. 12 innings in the big leagues, 8 earned runs. He's allowed 4 homers, 8 walks, 12 Ks. He was the 8th overall pick in the 2015 draft. He's the 9th best prospect in the White Sox organization. And he had his first good start of his career last out. He allowed 1 earned run, 3 hits with 9 strikeouts in 6 innings versus the Giants. He got 10 of 12 swings and misses on his fastball and cutter. I looked his numbers up in AAA, and they're not that good. They're bad. Let's be straight up, they're bad. In 25 starts, he went 7-9 with a 5.79 ERA and a 1.56 WHIP. But the White Sox have a lot of hope for this guy, and they see him in the rotation in 2018. So I'm not hammering all of the Detroit overs. I'm hammering the White Sox overs because they're going up against Anibal Sanchez, who has fucking lost it. He's 3-4 with a 7.43 ERA, 1.68 WHIP. In August and September, listen to this. He's 1-3. He's allowed 27 earned runs, 12 home runs in 18 innings. Just 18 innings. His post All-Star break opponents are hitting 377 off him. In his last start, he gave up 7 runs with 12 hits and 4 2/3. He's going to get touched and violated like the sweet, sweet women at the Hotel Del Rey in San Jose, Costa Rica. I long for you guys. Indians at home over the Royals, Game 3, going for their 23rd win in a row. During the streak, Indian starters are 19-0 with a 1.77 ERA. It's Trevor Bauer versus Jason Vargas. Bauer looks fucking good. 16-8 with a 4.33 ERA, 1.39 WHIP. This drone pilot fucking weirdo is pitching better than he has at any point in his career. I know we've made a lot of fun of him over the years. He calls himself a fucking drone pilot. What kind of fucking idiot calls himself a pilot when his feet don't leave the ground? This guy's a fucking write-off. If I had kids, they wouldn't be left alone around him. But he's pitching well. Tied for the AL lead in wins. Hasn't lost a game since July 16th. In his last 11 games, he's 9-0 with a 2.51 ERA. He's averaging 10 strikeouts per 9. He's pitching really well, and we're going to bank on him to take them to the 23rd straight win. And it's not only because Bauer's so good, it's Jason Vargas is pitching so bad. 15-10 with a 4.15 ERA, 1.33 WHIP. Pretty good numbers. But his last 5, 1-4 with an 8.34 ERA. In July, he had a 7.23 ERA. Opponents hit 333 off him. In August, 7.18 ERA. Opponents hit 294 off him. In September, he has a 10.29 ERA, and opponents are hitting 345 off him. Just the dichotomy of his first half and second half is nuts. His 27.9% hard hit rate through June was the 3rd best in the AL. His 39.8% mark since is the 5th highest in the AL. We know that Indians mash lefties, 8th in average at 270, 8th in OPS at 793, 1st in runs scored versus lefties. All right, so our action is this. We have $100. Raiders minus 9.5 to Dodgers Nationals over 9.5 at plus 206. $100. Raiders minus 9.5. Cleveland plus 131. Then we have 3 $50 bets. Raiders minus 9.5 to the White Sox Tigers over 9.5 at plus 182. Raiders minus 9.5 with the White Sox over 9.5 hits at plus 206. And then Raiders minus 9.5 with the White Sox over 4.5 runs at plus 173. Then we have all those bets again with the Seahawks minus 9.5. So we start with that $100 Dodgers Nats over 9.5 plus 190. Seahawks minus 9.5, $100 with the Indians at plus 119. Then we have 3 $50 Seahawks bets, all tied to the White Sox Detroit over 9.5 runs at plus 167. White Sox over 9.5 hits at plus 190. And White Sox over 4.5 runs at plus 158, man. That's what I got going on today. I hope you guys are going to be making cake too. Let me know what you're up to. Hit me at Jimmy the Bag on Twitter. And let me know what you're riding with on our YouTube forum, SBR YouTube forum. But let's keep fucking rolling, man. We're going to have a really big week, a really big September. It feels good, man. Let's make our lives better, man. Let's fucking do this. And we are on our way right now. Good luck, you guys, man. Get that cash.